What up, y'all? It's your boy Scoob back at it. I figured since today was Sunday, the day that I like to do my JDM Sundays, I figured, this would be a great opportunity to show all of my Mazda RX-7s. You see, the reason why I'm doing this is because I kind of wanted to do something a little different. Not only feature a Japanese car today on my JDM Sunday, but also feature an individual car, in an individual make, I should say, which is actually my favorite Japanese car of all time, and one of my, I say, top 10 cars of all time, if I'm being honest. The Mazda RX-7, folks, in all three generations. Some I have a little bit more than others. That just depends on how well I like one generation over the next. But as far as RX-7s go, I tend to like them all. Quite a great deal. So anyway, without further ado and too much jibber jabber, here we go. Now, y'all probably noticed right here that this is not a RX-7. Yeah, I'm pretty aware of that already. And if you're guessing, this is a Mazda Cosmo, then you be correct. But see, here's why it's here. Just let me explain for a minute. See, this is the Cosmo that came out back in 1967, 1968. And y'all can read that for yourselves, if y'all want to pause that. If you want to, I mean. But anyway, this is the car that made the Mazda RX-7 possible. This was the first rotary-engine production car, I believe. Well, at least for Mazda. They've been working on the Wankel rotary from that Wankel dude in Germany. They took a little bit of what he was doing and then perfected it on their own, which I believe they did an admirable job. Excuse me. And you can see this is a pretty nice casting. Looks, it might be your cup of tea. It might not. I've heard that from some people. It's quite controversial, but overall, I kind of like it. Maybe it would have aged a lot better if it didn't have as many details on it. I'm talking about the real car, but I'd say overall, I kind of like the shape of it. It kind of reminds me of an old school Thunderbird. So I dig it, especially in this white. And it came back out earlier this year in the main line, which also happened to be a super treasure hunt too. This one is from the Japan Historics set, Japan Historics 3, I believe. So yeah, the Mazda Cosmo, the 68 Mazda Cosmo. And now we can finally get things kicked off with the first generation RX-7. Yeah, this is the only one I had. I had more of these, but I ended up, selling all of them, like an idiot. But anyway, this is the first gen. Pretty nice. It was designed by Junior Mai, at least the Hot Wheels casting of it, when he was still working at Hot Wheels. I believe he took a little inspiration from the IMSA racing series, IMSA. This is what it kind of reminds you of with this body kit on it. I kind of like it in this colorway with these gold lace wheels. You got Mazda right there. It's not really, it's probably my least favorite RX-7 as far as body style, but it was the first, and I still like the way it looks. All of these right here are the second generation RX-7s. As you can see, I'm missing a few, but I'll get all of those in due time. It really just depends on Hot Wheel, on how Hot Wheels does it. It depends on how they do the colorways and all that. Me, I like the plain Jane ones, the ones that are showroom stock, such as this red one. And then you got this white one. Here we got the blue. Real dark blue. And then probably my favorite is this lime green one, very with the gold. Kind of look like it's got a little bit of gold in it. With the gold lace wheels, pretty nice. Now I'm still looking for the yellow one from the 5-pack. And then I think the Night Burners 5-pack, if I'm not mistaken. And then the black one that came out this year. I need those two. Those are really the only two that I want. But I really love this casting. I mean, Ryu Asada did this casting. By the way, he did an amazing job. And now we get to, we finally get to my favorite generation, the 3rd gen RX-7. I just like the lines on this car. This thing is pretty sweet. Now for a little backstory, I knew a guy who was a foreign exchange student from China. And then he had one of these in the parking lot. I believe it was like a 94, 95 or whatever. But man, that thing was beautiful in person, in the flesh. And this was way back in the early 2000s, I might add. I mean, this thing was pretty nice, and it still is today. The most powerful one, the best, engineered one, of course, since it was the last one they came out with. But yeah, this thing is pretty nice. I already showed y'all this one in one of my recent videos together with this RX-7. I got both of these up for sale right now on eBay if y'all interested. But these are the ones I want to keep. I believe this was the first one that came out. I forgot what year it came out, like. But anyway, this thing is pretty nice. Yeah, that explains why I kept it. Got the Japanese on it. Hachiwis. Then you got the sponsors on the door, including our very own Hot Wheels. Got nothing on the back. Got nothing on the front except the Mazda logo. But you do got some side markers on there. So they tried to give you a little something something. Your gas cap. So yeah, red interior too. See how they textured that floor. Yeah, that's pretty nice touch. Then you got this blue one, which is pretty sweet. But this time they actually do give you some signal lights. And then some tail lights. I mean, RX-7s use pop-up headlights, so of course they ain't gonna paint them. But yeah, I say pop-up headlights only look good when they're down. I never really liked them when they were up. But this car, you know, it does pop-up headlights the right way. Oh, this is one of my favorite versions. This black mainline one with the tan interior, tinted windows, and then the chrome PR5s. Let me back it up a little bit so you can take a better look. And again, the side markers, I mean signal lights. They even got the fog lights painted. That's pretty cool. Didn't even notice that. And then you got the tail lights with all the RX-7 regalia, complete with Hot Wheels on the license plate. Yeah, I think I like these tail lights better. What y'all think? Still pretty nice. Then you got this one from the Fast and Furious set. This one came from the first movie. Got everything, of course, since it is a premium model, a premium version. Of course, you know, painted red on the bottom. I like when they do that. Kind of like these wheels on it too. You know, that's pretty nice. Some people don't like those wheels. They're all right. They kind of needed I do agree they needed some like some open spokes, but those are nice. You know, this is too. And then for our last car is this yellow one from the Street Tuner set. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this is probably my favorite one in my whole RX-7 collection so far. Of course, you got the front and then the tail lights painted. You got a license plate with all X's on the back on it. Hmm, that's interesting. So yeah, this one is pretty nice. Painted bottom. Yeah, I'm missing a few of these, few versions. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna collect all the versions of these because of course, graphics, the way they do the graphics and wheels, they might not all be my cup of tea, but I just want the ones that look closer to stock or just have some significance, even if it does have a crazy look to it, like this Fast and Furious one. But mainly, I just want all the plain Jane showroom stock ones. So yeah, this is my favorite RX-7 generation, the third gen, the FD. Yeah, the second gen is the FB. I forgot to add that. And then this one, the first gen, that's the NA or the yeah. So yeah, that just about does it for my entire RX-7 collection. I'll stop right here before this video get too long for y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend before the work week comes up. I got some cars up for sale on eBay, like I mentioned. So anybody who wants to jump on that for the holidays, go right ahead, be my guest. I'm gonna try to have more content for y'all. So anyway, thank y'all. Thank you for the 100 subscribers. We ain't done yet, but I just want to leave it there. Thank y'all. See y'all later. All right, y'all.